is a Trump reset underway, and I want to show that this Trump reset is not something that we have seen before, and therefore it's likely to be something that takes us by surprise and also creates some instability or nervousness. Another way to put it is that Trump has, I believe, a high tolerance, a high endurance for the bumpy ride. And therefore, to Trump, it's normal. It's no big deal. Trump is like, yeah, of course, there's turbulence. The road is that way. Or we're taking the dirt road. Or it's normal for the airplane to experience some turbulence. And so turbulence is going to get us to where we want to go. But for a lot of people, this is something that generates disquiet, a sense, does Trump really know what he's doing? And then you look up Trump, and he has this supreme confidence, this kind of natural elan, and Trump gives you the idea, I certainly know what I'm doing, even if you don't. And Trump will sometimes say things that allude to a certain kind of interior knowledge. And so, classic example, recently he goes, well, Zelensky needs to make peace. He has every reason to want to make peace. Look at the suffering that's been imposed on his country. And then he goes, and I happen to know, he goes, I'm not going to tell you why, but I happen to know that Putin as well wants peace. Putin, too, wants to make a deal. Now, why does Putin want to make a deal? Can't Putin push through to victory, particularly if he knows that Zelensky is kind of giving up and looking for the peaceful path out? Trump doesn't say. Trump is essentially saying, defer to me. I'm the commander-in-chief. I'm the guy who wrote the art of the deal. This is my domain. So now, the proof of the pudding is always in the eating, as they say. And what this means is that, guess what? If Trump makes peace and the war between Russia and Ukraine is satisfactorily concluded, and Ukraine keeps its country, and the Russians go home, well, that will be a fantastic achievement, a great victory for Trump, and not to mention just a victory for peace in the world. And that does not seem to be something that is unrealistic. Here's Secretary of State Marco Rubio, quote, "We've offered Ukraine an immediate ceasefire. They accepted. We will now take this to the Russians. The ball is now in their court." So guess what? After all the rumble-tumble, after all the petulance and pouting, Zelensky is on the same page as Trump. And now, having signed on the dotted line, this was, by the way, a meeting in Riyadh presided over by the Saudis, the United States delegation can go to Putin and see what can be worked out with that guy.